What's up guys and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles. This week we're doing Atticus Rhodes. So first up, this guy's English name is Atticus Rhodes. In the Japanese it translates to Fubuki Tenjoin. He's 18 years old and his anime debut was in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Episode 5 The Shadow Duelist Part 1. Atticus hasn't had that many duels, but he's had 2 wins, no draws and 6 losses unfortunately, which gives him a duel score of 12, which isn't the best really. Quick gist on the character. So Atticus Rhodes is the missing brother of Alexis, who mysteriously disappeared into the old abandoned obelisk blue dormitory of Duel Academy. His given name means Blizzard in Japanese, from which he derives his self-appointed title Blizzard Prince in the original version of the series. His name in the dub is derived from noble Titus Pomponius Atticus, who was famous for his impartiality in political issues. Kind of sums him up. Atticus' character design was overseen by Kenichi Hara. His usual outfit consists of a white-coated obelisk blue uniform flowing out the costume's lower back. He will sometimes show up in casual beach wear, and he wore a purple suit while dueling his sister. On occasions, Atticus has willingly worn the clothes that he wore while possessed by Night Shroud, on occasions where the dark spirit has repossessed him. His brown hair is arranged sporadically in a fashion very similar to that of his sister. Atticus promptly reverts to his old self after the Shadow Rider fiasco, frequently showing up dressed in a Hawaiian shirt and strumming a ukulele. He is incredibly optimistic most of the time, but is seen as an idiot of sorts by his sister. He is also an accomplished surfer and is popular among the women, a fact which leads Chaz to seek his advice on love-related topics. Atticus' antics are a constant source of irritation for Alexis, as he tries without end to set her up with duelists, or to get her to go into show business with him in a band called Bro and Sissy. Christ. And even takes embarrassing photos of Alexis during the costume duel in episode 42. In the English version, Atticus distributes and subtracts stars from others based on their actions as a means of expressing his mood at any given time, while his original series counterpart instead gives out Munichun points, which roughly translates to heart-moving points. Atticus was close friends with Zane Truesdale and Yusuke Fujiwara. Atticus found Yusuke attempted to conjure up Night Shroud in the dueling ring underneath the abandoned dorm, hoping to gain ultimate power and immortality by becoming its host. Atticus witnessed the ritual and Fujiwara gifted him with the Night Shroud mask as a parting gift, stating he didn't need it anymore. Later, Atticus and a few of his fellow Obelisk Blue students were under the impression that they would be attending a duel exam in the abandoned dorm, courtesy of Banner. In reality, he and the others were being lured into a trap. In the English version, they visited the Shadow Realm. When he became one of the lost students, Atticus was forced to give in to Night Shroud's influence in order to survive. It was never revealed how many other students disappeared along with Atticus, but it's gotta be a few. He is forced to duel Gravekeeper's chief and only survives by using the power of Night Shroud's mask. For his victory, Atticus receives 1/2 of a Shadow Charm pendant. Then the leader of the Shadow Riders, Kagimaru, recruits Night Shroud as one of his riders. In his duel with Jaden Yuki, Night Shroud takes Jaden's friends prisoner and forces him to take part in a shadow game where the loser would have his soul sealed in a card. Jaden prevailed and Atticus is released from the dark power that controlled him. He is then placed in the medical ward. Atticus offered help by giving Jaden his half of the Shadow Charm pendant. So Atticus uses a dragon deck focused around his Red Eyes Black Dragon and other Red Eyes monsters, using methods to easily summon it such as Red Eyes Black Chick, Troop Dragon and Call of the Haunted to quickly gather monsters to tribute. He also uses cards like Red Eyes Wyvern and Swing of Memories to special summon it from the graveyard if it is destroyed, which he later tributes for his Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Atticus also uses cards such as Red Eyes Burn and Inferno Fire Blast to inflict large amounts of damage. As his monsters are focused on punishing the opponent through attacking, he uses Mirage Dragon and Mystical Space Typhoon to disrupt the opponent's strategies. Atticus later removes his Red Eyes Darkness Dragon and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from his deck, making Red Eyes Black Dragon the focal point, even calling it his partner. This allowed Atticus to use the deck without repercussions of being possessed by Night Shroud. He once used a magnificent stage deck, and this deck revolved around using various strategies involving Beast Warriors. He gains a continuous advantage with Spotlight powering up his Panther Warrior, and supporting it further with cards such as Path to Destiny and and stray lambs. His signature card is Ultimate Stage Costume, which also provides his monsters with an extreme augmentation in terms of strength, but cannot be used for offensive purposes. And with that, guys, that is another episode of Character Profiles done. Don't forget to leave a like, favourite and subscribe below, and tell me what you thought of the episode. Who would you like to see next week, and thanks a lot for watching.